Hello my lovely friends, it's Kat here, and today we are going to be making a cotton mesh scrunchie. You will need a cotton yarn. I'm using Paintbox Cotton DK in light champagne, a 4mm hook and a thin hairband. We're going to start with a slip knot, so we're going to cross the yarn over like that, and then we're going to take the front one and put it through the back of the loop, and then pull on the two tails, and there's your slip knot. Now you can put your hook into the loop, for this project we need to chain 69, so I'm going to yarn over, pull through that loop, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 66, 67, 68, 69. So you should have a chain of 69 that's about 18 inches long. And don't worry, this is not going to be the circumference of your scrunchie, it's going to be bunched up. Now for row 1, we want to put our hook into the 4th chain from the hook. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, this chain here, and we want to do a half double crochet into this stitch here. So to do that, we're going to yarn over, put our hook into the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to pull through all 3. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. So you see you have your little space here, and that is going to be the start of your mesh. Now we're going to chain 1 and skip a stitch on the chain. So we've just gone into this one, we're going to skip this one and go into the next one doing that exact same stitch, half double crochet. We're going to yarn over, go into this next stitch. You have 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 1, yarn over, skip this one, go into the next one, yarn over and pull through 3. Chain 1, yarn over, skip this stitch, go into the next one, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 1, yarn over, skip a stitch, go into the next, yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 1, skip this stitch, go into the next, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Oops. So you've chained 1, you're going to skip this one, go straight into the next one. Make sure your chain is not turning or getting twisted. When you have 3 loops on your hook, you want to just really hold the foundation chain tight so it doesn't come out of shape. Skip this one, go to the next. You'll be able to see if you may have not skipped a stitch or done it too next to each other, because you can see that the mesh is forming here, so you'll be able to see if you've gone wrong anywhere, and you can just correct yourself. We're nearly at the end. Okay, so if you've done it right, you should have 2 stitches here, and you're just about to put the last stitch in the last hole. But if you don't have 2 stitches and you only have 1, don't worry, you can just kind of like undo this and then make this your last half double crochet. It doesn't matter. There you go. So now you've done a beautiful row of mesh half double crochet. Now what I'm going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn, and we're going to start row 2. The first stitch is going to go into the top of this post here, so in this stitch here. So you're going to yarn over, same as before, you're doing a half double crochet into the top of that post. And when you do it, make sure it goes underneath these 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through. Just like you did before, you've got 3 on your hook, and you're going to pull through all 3. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing all the way along. Chain 1, yarn over, go into this one. So you're just going to skip a stitch like you did before. Into this one. And once you get that, you'll be golden. The next one is you're going to skip a stitch here. Don't let the mesh put you off. You've got 2 stitches here. Don't go into the first one, you're going to go into the second one. So this is row 2. We want to do this all the way along, and we're going to do exactly the same for 8 rows. So you're going to need 4 inches of material, which is 8 rows, because each row is half an inch, and that will be the width of your scrunchie. So when you get to the end, you want to do exactly the same as I did before. So I'll meet you back here when we've done 8 rows. We have our 8 rows of mesh, and what you should be left with is a long strip of material that looks like this. And what we're going to do is just cut a tail on your yarn that's about twice the length of your material. And then you're going to pop your crochet hook in to the loop, or it might already be in the loop, and just pull that whole length out. Then you're going to thread the end of that tail onto your darning needle or tapestry needle. This is where you're going to add your hairband to the project. We want to coat the hairband in the material, and first of all we're going to just put the needle through. So we're going to essentially thread it onto the hairband. So your hairband is on and it's at the corner, okay, it's not going anywhere. Then we are going to just thread through the material on the other side. We're just going to sew up this as a whole seam. So there's 2 loops of your stitch and you just want to go into the outer one, okay? And then pull through. And then if you keep on pulling, that will be the outside of your scrunchie. Then you want to do exactly the same, but in the next stitch you're just going to go into the middle of that stitch and then through the same at the other side. All the way down until you reach kind of like where the end of your hairband is. And when that happens, you're going to need to like kind of push it around the hairband and then scrunch. Push and scrunch. And then carry on kind of scrunching that in. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, so when it gets really kind of to the middle, you're going to want to really scrunch, which is cool, and then you're going to kind of line your ends up like that, okay? Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's coming together. And then just sew all the way to the end. You should have 69 stitches obviously, so if you've gone in every single one they should be lining up, but if they're not then it doesn't matter. Right, so when you get to the end you're gonna have a beautiful scrunchie. It looks like this, and this little tail you want to put inside your scrunchie, okay, and then no one will see that. So pop it inside. Then the beauty of this is you can use this same piece of thread to sew the 2 ends together like this, okay, all the way around. So I'll show you how to do that. You're going to go into one of the edge stitches just like you were before and then line that up with the other side. And then pull through. So now you've sewn around your scrunchie, you're going to sew now the side of your scrunchie up, okay, so that's where the seam is, and literally it's not going to be as neat an edge as what you just sewn up, but you can still do it pretty nicely. So you do it exactly the same as you were, so line those up and just pull through, making sure that you're leaving the other sides because you don't want them all to be sewn up together. And if you need to add a little bit more yarn, then you can just, you could just cast off there and then just start another one. But I think I've got enough here. Just the very edge and then go into that next stitch. So when you're satisfied with your seam, just thread the needle through a couple of times just to make sure that nothing falls out. And if you want to, you're welcome to tie a knot. In fact, you can just kind of like put this down one of the seams. It's not really going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to thread this down the seam, tuck it inside the scrunchie because I want to see it there. Okay, through the middle, and then I'm going to cut that and then kind of jiggle it so it goes in. There we go. And there you have your cotton mesh scrunchie. How lovely. Really, really pleased with that. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want me to do more scrunchies, then let me know. I love it. It's amazing. Give it a go and you won't be disappointed. If you are new here, then my name's Kat and I would love you to subscribe to my channel. I bring out new videos all the time. If you like this video, then you're going to love this video where I teach you more on how to crochet mesh. See you there.